And now, Raphael.
He gets to survey money, right? It's been here 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
A survey here.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, great.
And I'm a pushover too, so you know, ask me.
Just check here. Oh, may I start? Okay. Hello there, I'm Rafa and I'm here to present Greetings Bay, the funding and gift solution. We say it's a better way to say I do care. You know, like Pierre here, I was tired about only receiving like a polo shirt as present in my celebration. And as you can see, there are several other times during our journey that we also need to use funding campaigns. So, and that's where we identify our problem because the current solutions in the market were too niche or they didn't allow you to make micro goals so you better connect to the people and so every each time you need a new goal or a new campaign you need to find another partner understand how it works and even if you use the same portal you need to create a new address and then share with the users so that's why we created our company so only with us, as far as we know so far, we are the only place we can create a wide variety of founding campaigns with a simple fee, define micro goals for your campaigns, as well as have special features for each kind of campaign that you will create. So what we are exactly? We are an umbrella of solutions where you can create a donation campaign for and including a white label version, for instance, for alumni program, for a charity institution. You can also create a crowdfunding for your new product that you are launching in the market. And from the personal side, you can also create a special gift list where you define some presents that you like to receive your friends will buy this present, but in the end, instead of receiving all these repeated or unwanted presents, you redeem the money in your bank account. So that's our difference. Let's see how it works indeed. Among several features that we have in our platform for gifting lists, for example, the great part is here that you can, once you define the items that you'd like to receive, when the person decides the present that better connects you with your friend, you will send to this checkout page, you know, and this is the huge difference because solution nowadays, how they work. I'll say here, oh, Rupert, here is a gift card. Our friendship value is $50. You know, it's awkward. So it's different with us because with us, you come here, select a present that better connects, and I will write here a message for Rupert. Oh, Rupert, here is your dual cup, so you can remember that time in Entrepreneur, the first time we met was a great night, great conversation. Thank you very much for the best wishes. You see the difference? We bring warmth to digital. So it's quite impact. And the same happens when you talk about the shared campaigns, because once you define micro goals, people can decide what better connects him with your intention. No, and in these micro goals, you can have a fixed or an open quota, so that people come here and decide by donation. And what the hell, why this guy talking about these micro goals? Why it's so important? Because when you define micro goals for your campaign, you have a more viable goals for micro donators. You can highlight topics that better touch their heart. You also clarify the expected use of this donation, as well as you can have a market fit research receiving donation. So it's great, isn't it? So you can identify better what people would like to donate. And now talking about some numbers, we are in the e-commerce ecosystem, which in Brazil is a $1 billion market. Here in the US, if you only consider university, it's also a $1 billion market. Here we bring a comparative graph showing how we compare with our competitors in Brazil. This is our brand in Brazil. And how we understand that we will be positioned here among our competitors here in US. Okay. This is the numbers of our traction in first year. We have already reached 3,000 users back in Brazil with a consistent growth of 20% monthly last year. I bring you here our timeline. What's important here is that we will launch our new version 2 weeks from now. We are one of the only 5 companies who have already delivered all the documents so we can have a crowdfund campaign for Brazilian election this year. And we intend to launch Greetings Bay with YouTube, our brand here in US on the third quarter. In our team, we have people with more than 10 years experience in the marketing, including me, who is a former senior executive from Deloitte and Alvarez Massal, focused on the company. And from our technical team, we choose to outsource for a better scale. So our technical team is all outsourced so we can better adjust it during the game. And now I invite you to join us in this journey. Now and also say I do care, and let's bring warm to the digital. Thank you very much for standing here.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
We're going to open up to questions.
Well, Raphael, I see this as a wonderful thing for a lot of different charities. Right? We're always looking to raise money and all that. What's your actual fee? What's your fee schedule? What's it like? Is it a percentage? You just charge so much per month?
Yes. Nowadays we charge 5% for each donations in the website.
Okay, so
but you
depends
can
on
have.
what you actually get.
Sorry.
So it's not a set fee; it's a percentage based on how much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can start for free. You know, you don't need to have a team preparing anything technological for your company. You can just start using our size model, and you only pay according to you receive. So it's a gain now.
Questions?
Yeah.
I've got, what is your go-to-market strategy? What channels are you advertising in, or where are you trying to get your customers from?
Oh, it's great. We currently use basically AdWords for internet, and as well as we have some partners. We have partnerships with people who have business in these niches that we can reach. For example, last week we have meeting with many people who works for celebrations. They prepare like weddings and some special parties, so they can partner with us and have a percentage for each list that they bring to us. You know, so this is great because we can open arms for nationwide without having too much people in our vendor area, our commercial area. And,
So,
yeah.
said this why first I currently in Brazil it's a hit or is a solution. What kind of problem do you solve for your customer?
Yeah, with our platform.
Yeah.
So this is the problem. When a person intends to create a campaign, there are many difficulties that they face. You know, they need to understand every time which is the better platform who fits with them, understand the terms and conditions, understand how it's paid. And if you check other platforms in the market, sometimes they say that they have one fee, but when you go to terms of use, there are many other fees, many other charges, many other information there that's not clarified for our in regular basis. You know? So that it's a huge difference from us. When we have a simple fee, and we also cover all kinds of funding campaigns. So you don't need to, if you have another kind of business or another kind of campaign that you need to raise, you don't need to look for another partner or another portal. You can use, even if you want a white label solution, so you can rebrand it and use it for your company.
Yeah, just a clarification. You say you're partnering with people like that do weddings.
Yeah.
So they would use this platform for their people to say, if you can't come to the wedding, donate here. How does that connect?
Oh, it's the part of the gifting size of our company. So they like if you're gonna get married, you can create a gift list there with suggestion of presents. No, so your friends will purchase it online as it was a regular e-commerce. But in the end, instead of receiving the presents, you will redeem all the money in your account and you can use wherever you want. Like, oh, I can use in my travel for my wedding travel, or I can save money to buy some furniture to my home after return, you know. So that's the partnership.
You say you're doing that in Brazil already, right?
Yes.
So, okay. This is just my opinion.
Sure.
I think you should start your story with what you're doing in Brazil already. You're gonna be so comfortable because you're gonna come from authority, and your story is gonna come very powerful. And then you tell me that you just want to do it in the States as well. That's it.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
sound
makes
like
sense,
you're
makes
trying to
sense.
start something new instead of coming with authority, telling me what you're doing in Brazil, why you're being successful, and just tell us that if we can help you bring it to the States. It will change completely.
Yeah, here I tried just to highlight the main traction that we had in Brazil, like this 3,000 users, our growth.
That's your authority.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
And
You said at the beginning.
yes,
I was trying to follow you, and the moment you say Brazil, I connected everything.
Ah,
Okay,
okay.
so he knows what he's doing.
We're like changing the order that I
Yeah,
present it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
That's very good.
Good point. Sean?
I don't know, are you aware of, Mumtaz and Abdullah Tuesday app?
Tuesday, yeah, the app.
There's a fake one, Tuesday.
Well, that's auction.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'll connect it,
Yeah.
there's a.
Oh, great. I will look for it.
Yeah, I'll connect it.
Great, great.
I have a lot of things, but I'll just pick one. So, on the gifting side of things, every major US retailer has a wedding registry. For people who are getting married, they go to that site, it's their favorite store, and they give a list of all the things that they want. And then they invite their friends and family to go there and buy them for their thing through that, okay? So for that aspect of your business, that's your competition,
Yes.
okay? Which is a lot different than what you had showed. The other thing too, though, is what struck me was you got a lot of stuff going on with this thing, and it was hard for me to really discern a compelling reason as to what problem that you're solving, and I think Peter had the same concern. So, you know, if you just focus on one thing and be good at that and really start generating the cash flow with that, then you're gonna be able to move into the other areas.
Yeah, it's a very interesting point because one of our major concern coming to US is as I have a wide variety of markets that I can reach with my platform, which will be the better one for me to focus initially. You know, is this the weddings? Is this the charity institution? Would be the alumni programs. So I'm also preparing a market fit research so I can send to some institution so I better understand that. And also, if you have some clarifications about that, you can give me some insights after here. It will be great because this is a really big challenge for me, you know, which will be the better path to go through. So as you said, I can, like in my further presentations, I can focus on that, and then I explain that we have a wide variety of other opportunities. You know, it's really wonderful.
Which are the three best in Brazil based on what he said? So which are your three best in Brazil?
The three best in Brazil is so they are different. The three best is when you have weddings.
Yeah.
Okay, when you have a charity institution that you create a charity campaign, and the third one is when the girls do 15 years old. In Brazil, when the girls do 15 years old, there's this big party with great presents.
Yeah, Sweet 16 here.
You're a pro at doing that, so just do it here.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Sharp your skills, man. Don't try to do something new. You're already good at it. Become better.
Thank you.
And one final question, you kind of touched on this a little bit, but what as the Orlando chapter of 1 Million Cups in our community, what can we do for you?
Oh, it will be great if you can share about this, which is the best niche that would focus. We already talked about it a little bit. I also would love to understand which are the competitors and if the vision that we have about ourselves is true about these competitors. If you have already used some of them, as you suggested, to reach out to another company here, and also to connect with partners, you know, to facilitate this connection with other partners so we can better grow here. And besides that, I will have to say be very thankful by being here. It was great last week that I've seen all the feedbacks that you gave to the other companies, and I was really excited and looking forward to be here today. And thank you very much for all the care you have with me and all the feedbacks you gave. It was great.
Well, there's plenty more where that came from.
You bet. All
Thank you
right,
very much.
Eric, could I go back? No, it isn't. Okay.
Full speed ahead, Dan.
All right. We do not have a second presenter today. However, before we get to this, Isabella Johnson has an announcement that she would like to make regarding an upcoming entrepreneurial event.
Thank you. Hey, Rupert, how are you? So, I am here on behalf of, just so you guys know, Techstars has an organization, how you doing? It is called Startup Weekend, and if you have not done Startup Weekend, I can give you a discount. If you use the one that I'm gonna write on the board, it'll say you get to have 50% off. So I don't know if it's case sensitive, but it is on my code, so make sure you know that. What Startup Weekend is a place where you go and you pitch your idea. You go from concept to customer validation, then you go to making money. You have to do it in 54 hours. Rupert's been there. I think you've been a mentor there. So, and I'm a mentor, but I'm also now on the organizing team. So I'm here to let you guys know. I'll give you guys, it includes food. So there's a $75 ticket and half off would be $250, I think.
35.
35?
And it's
37.50.
Yeah, there you go, that's it. I've only had 2.5 hours sleep, so I'm not very sharp right now, I promise you that. I had to submit things, I'll just leave one with everybody, and then you can give it to anybody that you think. You go from concept, like I said, to validation. I'm gonna get them out. I dropped some off. It includes your food. It's like being on a cruise ship, to be honest. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. You have mentors there. There's judging. This is the hours. It will be at Rollins College. It is Friday the 5th, 4 o'clock. So everybody gets 2 minutes to pitch an idea. After that, after you do that pitch, everybody gets this vote. And you get 3 votes. And whoever the top 10 are that have the most, it was not picked. You have to go join the team. When you go and do this event, you will get to be exposed to the business model canvas. You'll learn that. You'll do lots of customer validation on the hours of 8 to 10 in the evening on Saturday. And you get to go out and talk to complete strangers about this. And that's always the fun part, because you have to get over yourself. You come back, and then you're putting your deck together. On Sunday, it's 8 until 9. And when you do that, about 2 o'clock, you're going to have your pitch deck ready. You will practice. You will be working with mentors. Let me know if you want a mentor. Yes. You can drop in. I can give you, I also have 5 free tickets. I will give you one free tickets. If you just want to come and hang out, not mentor. Oh, hold on. And so then after you pitch, there's a first, second, and a third place. There is no money on this, but these are real people that actually can invest, just so you know. And so I know who the judges are. And Jacques Fu, who also got second place at the Rollins Venture Pitch, he's going to be one of the speakers. Please come. And you'll get just huge exposure, lots of customer validation.
Jacques got second place and went on to build a billion-dollar company.
Yeah, that was his first company. He was a unicorn company. Yeah.
But that's what I was to say, the winners from this one went all the way globally.
Yeah.
Now, they don't have a global competition anymore, but yeah,
Yeah.
the Orlando one has.
Well,
has-
just to be clear, Sunera and Sal have launched Worth. That's their next fintech company.
Mhm.
Jacques has launched Peak Learning, and he's already at 1.2 million in his raise. So once you have the hang of it, you know what you're doing when you're a seasoned entrepreneur. Do you have a question? Okay. Anybody else have questions? Yes.
On the web page, it say 1 minute.
Say it again?
On the web page for Techstars, it say 1 minute pitch. I was ready for 1 minute, but you say 2.
We get 2. We usually have.
Oh, it's 2 now?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
They'll give them 2, because it's going to be very competitive. We should have about 100 people there. We're also selling some bulk tickets to Orange County Public Schools. I was a judge over at the Orange County Public Schools Pitch Fest, where it's just high school kids, and they're better than us. And I'm just telling you, bring your game, because their pitch decks were amazing. Yes?
Another question. If I'm lucky man and get picked up, my idea is design. What's the process of validation?
So it's,
If I present, I have to present drawings and some picture or something.
you've
Or
already,
not, or I explain the.
In your 2-minute pitch on Friday night, you don't have anything. If you make it to the finals, if you're one of the ones that's picked, you are absolutely putting together a presentation.
yeah, and Scott is one of the mentors also, just so you guys
Yeah.
know.
And, but yeah, there will be resources for you to build a presentation, and then you'll have
Yeah,
slides
you'll
and
learn all
visuals
of
and all
that.
of that, so.
Yeah. So
It's
Saturday
it's a real
morning-
thing, and there have been companies that have gone through that by the time they got to Sunday, they've already had revenue.
Yeah, like Scoops, Scoops has done well, they started from concept. Jan Edwards is a mentor there, but she's also gone the second time back with her paving the way, what is it? Yeah, paving the way for, any women that have been trafficked or specifically kids.
My crazy
She
idea
actually
made it to the
got
finals,
a
so.
second idea, fully validated, and she was able to take her app even further. So even if you have an existing idea, you can go in and still pitch it and see if you can get it even pushed further.
Yeah, and Gamer Gatherings won global.
Mhm.
Jan is a global authority on that, by the way.
Yeah, she is, she's somebody.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to these guys, they all know the drill in here, and, yeah.
And if you guys don't know Isabella, she is an icon in the entrepreneur community here in Orlando. She's got a podcast called the
Intern Whisperer.
Intern Whisperer.
Yeah.
And she's
I'll tell them my startup. So here's my startup. My startup is Employers for Change, but with the number 4 in it. And so what we do is we help hiring teams recruit and also learn exponentially fast. We help them recruit intern talent as well. I didn't do very well in my pitch. Remember, 2 hours of this. Give me some grace is what I'm asking. So we help employers identify their best intern candidates. We've actually been able to branch it out into entry level and also apprenticeship programs, so we've got some growth going on. I bootstrapped everything myself, but I have a podcast, Intern Whisperer Podcast. We're at 10.8 on our downloads, 10,008 on our downloads. We're doing crazy big on our YouTube channel. Not with followers, but more with views, yes.
Who's your ideal customer?
Employers of all sizes. So right now I have small to medium-sized companies. Good question, thank you so much. And I'm looking for enterprise, and I am gonna be starting my fundraising now. Yeah.
She's the one who managed 1 million couple way
I was an
back.
organizer here with
Way
1
back.
million cups too.
Yep.
I think it was like in the 3rd year. Yeah, the first team was tagging out, and then I came in and I was.
so we've been operating 1 Million Cups for Orlando since 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute for sure.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
thank you so much for letting me come in.
You
and
bet.
say nice.
And now with okay, we've got 20 minutes left. Denny,
Alright.
huh?
Can I make my announcement?
Denny has an announcement. That's
You know, for years, we go from one crisis with drugs to another. Well, the latest one is fentanyl. If you're not aware of fentanyl, it is a giant problem in the United States. As a matter of fact, Senator Scott just came out with something today what his plan is gonna be, but I'm sure that's my sugar is too high. But anyhow, to make
Gee,
a
I
long
wonder
story
why.
short, Tuesday night, April the 5th, so that's a week from this coming Tuesday, 5:30 in the evening at the St. Louis Cathedral Church.
Nice.
Sorry?
The 9th,
What did I
the
say?
9th.
The 5th.
No, April the 9th, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a week from this Tuesday, 5:30 at the St. Louis Cathedral Church. We're going to have a fentanyl training session. Now, what this is all about, there's no cost to this. This is all being paid for by Rotary. It's already self-funded. We wanna do something with this. We're gonna teach you how to administer fentanyl, the cure for fentanyl. If somebody's passed out on the ground, and you've got this with you, you just administer it to them. There's no harm done if they
Save their
didn't
life.
pass out for something else.
Yes.
There's no problem with it. If they did pass out from fentanyl, you just saved their life. So we want as many people to come, and that evening, there's no cost whatsoever to this. We'll train you, we'll give you supplies, give you all the information you need, and please, come, because you could be saving somebody's life. Any questions about any of this?
If I could just jump off of Denny, that once you're trained, then you are qualified to train other people.
Right.
So I talked to the guy who's doing the training yesterday on the phone, and in Tallahassee alone, they have 1,000 people already trained.
I know a guy's got a business down on Magnolia, and all he sees is on the doorstep and on the concrete in front of him is people passing out from fentanyl.
Well, we've talked to first responders, and they said sometimes they revive the same person 3 times in one day.
No way.
It is a tremendous problem that most of us are totally unaware of.
Is it Narcan that you're using?
No, it's
No,
naloxone. We can't say Narcan because it's a brand name.
Oh, but
It's
it's the same.
naloxone, same. Actually, it's slightly more potent. And again, the only reason why I know this is because I talked to the guy on the phone yesterday because I wanted to make sure it was something that I wanted to do.
So yeah, please come, it's very, very important, you could be saving somebody's life. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Danny. And Danny mentioned Rotary, which is putting on this. Danny is a
As District Governor.
pastor to governor, very active member of the Rotary, and if you're looking for other great groups of entrepreneurs and business people, Rotary is an obvious choice for you.
Can you repeat April the 9th, what time and where?
5:30 at St. Luke's Cathedral Church downtown.
Okay, cool, thank you, Danny. Okay, we're gonna have time probably for 3 of these. So, if somebody has an idea, and this is kind of going on the line of what Isabella talked about, we're gonna give you 2 minutes to give, just stand up where you're at, give a pitch, and we're gonna give you 2 minutes of feedback. So, we've got a timer. So who would like to, on just off the cuff, it's their business? Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna turn this a little sideways because I'm gonna pitch my nonprofit. I already pitched my business when I introduced myself.
That's okay, but the time's running.
Okay. Charlotte Family Community Foundation. How many of you have heard of farm raisings? Learned about that in school. It happened back in the 1800s. When a town would get together, somebody needed to build a barn, everybody would show up on one day and the barn would get built. If the farmer had to do it himself, it would take him 6 months to a year. And everybody in the community was happy to do it because they knew when it was their turn, the community would show up for them. Unfortunately, as American communities, we've pretty much lost this ethic. It does no longer exist, at least community-wide. What I want to do is bring about marrying AI with spare capacity in the community and build AI hubs in every single community where every nonprofit, church, anybody who wants to volunteer, anybody who has food to donate, everybody registers with the hub. And if you have a family that's motoring along at this level and something happens to destabilize them and they start to financially slide, it's a whole lot better if you catch them here and bring them back level than if you wait until they go splat on the pavement. You got to figure out how to get a big enough spatula to scrape them up and get them back up to here. And you have all these nonprofits. There's a lot of overlap. There's a lot of I'm doing this, and nobody's doing something here in the middle. And there's all this sort of nonprofit fiefdom, mine, don't mess with my funding sources. So it's a way to get everybody to really collaborate, create win-win-wins. And then I also want to create crossovers with nonprofits so that they then benefit from these hubs into the community. So is that my time out?
No, that's not.
Okay. Oh, okay. Believe the numbers. Got it. So it's about building these hubs. It cannot be funded by the government. It cannot be seen as political. It cannot be seen as Democratic or Republican. It's got to be seen as community of all of us coming together. It's about teaching people to fish, and it's about, giving them the resources they need to become self-resilient again. And it's a big lift, a big ask.
How is the AI going to benefit everybody as opposed to just people doing it?
So somebody has an issue. They have a huge medical bill, somebody lost their job, they're just like, doing this number. They would go to the hub and they would fill out an extensive questionnaire, and then the AI hub would come back with a prescription and say, for this problem, go here, for this problem, go here. And then it would be dropped down into each community, each county. They wouldn't have to pay for it, but they would have to commit to hiring a full-time information officer that would feed the AI the correct information. Because if you go out as a person looking now, there's so much Google space to breathe.
So my recommendation that would be to trim that down. You took 3 minutes. I would trim that down to about 20 seconds. Be able to explain all of that.
I know, this is the first time I've done it in
Yep.
front of people.
That's great.
Yeah.
Any other feedback for her? We got half a minute to give her some more feedback.
Mindy is a Rotarian.
Say again?
Mindy is a Rotarian.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Take us to your leader.
Go.
If you're Rotarian, you can also look to get a grant.
Oh, yes, that is on my to-do list. Mhm.
I'll add something.
Sure.
You talked to the back of all of us, you should have got.
She did what she was told.
I was told to stand here and talk.
She did what she was told.
I never saw her one time, because her back's to me.
Okay.
There we go. All right, and that's our time. Very good. Go get 2 minutes to give your pitch, and we're gonna go with somebody else. Okay. Let's have you almost raised your hand? Michael.
Go front, or should I do it here?
Yeah, do it there. And this is informal. You got 2 minutes to give your pitch and 2 minutes of feedback. Go.
Alright, I am Michael Grossi. Most of you know me as a software developer working on my own AI implementation platform. I'm looking for beta testers. So basically, if you've ever used ChatGPT or any of the other ones with just the prompt window, you get results that are nice every once in a while, but not doing exactly what you want it to do. So I have a platform that makes it easy to take your challenge within an easy to access system, make it more reliable, more repeatable, and easier to use and implement into your existing work.
Great. Questions? Feedback?
So what would the beta testers exactly be?
So it's, you would bring your own challenge that you reliability that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So it's one-off right now.
How are you wanting to scale this, and where are you looking at taking, and what's a great potential customer look like for you? So there's kind of 3 questions right there.
Great potential customer looks like, you know, they're wasting time by those AI API integrations with this platform that already exists. So right now in beta user interface, is
How are you looking to scale, or where are you looking to market this?
mostly freelance now. That's refined and really easy. Get just as getting feedback. Getting like on the wall. Getting the feedback gives you the
on your AI, is it going to be more geared towards sales, marketing? What is your
in the beta test? It's whatever challenges people bring to me. I basically have a decision matrix that's like a question. I can do that. Yeah, exactly.
use AI? Talk to you.
Any other questions? All right. Let's sign back to the next person. All right.
Hello, I'm Eva Zapata, and recently I created a company called Exotic Gateway Expeditions. Is when I create a custom-made package for you. It wants to go to heaven and earth, like we call because I call my country heaven and earth, because I'm from Colombia. I know the place so well. I decided to create this because I noticed everybody works so hard here. And is very dedicated to work all the time. Dedication for, it's not time for yourself. Is also takes when I ask you you take a vacation, say it's long time. I don't have time for planning that. So I say, don't worry, I'm going to organize everything for you. If you decide to go with me, you just tell me what day, what month you want to go and travel. I prepare everything for you. You place to stay, you visit, places to visit, your budget, how many days, and definitely I organize everything for you or your family or your group of friends or the company because companies sometimes they demand you too many times. You know, you just working and you feel like a stress out or burn out. So you need the time for yourself and recharge battery and recharge to connected with yourself because being busy, you forget about yourself. You are working for the company, for the kids, for too many things, and you forget about yourself. So for me, it's very important to take you over there and enjoy the vacation. You don't have to worry about anything. I'm going to guide you over there because one of my job is to go over there with you and guide you. You don't feel worried about the language barrier or any safety issues. I'm going to be there and sacrifice myself to go there. Yes,
Very simply, what are you?
Well,
Is it test?
I'm a friend with you. If you tell me because I'm from here, I'm from Orlando, but I'm from Colombia. So I can move so well over there, and here you can connect with me and say, Eva, I would like to do this and this and this, and you're going to feel safe over there because it's different when you go with your friend. When sometimes you want to travel, you say, I don't know nobody there, I don't know how it's going to be the country or any issues, so don't have to worry with me. I know Colombia so well, so I'm like a fish. I always say like a fish in the water, everywhere too.
Peter, you got a question?
Let me know when you want to travel to Colombia.
Colombia, let's go.
Yeah, so perhaps if you said you are not just a travel agent, you are also a travel guide, because you go with them and make that upfront more, so that, because I didn't get that piece until the very end, that you physically traveled with them.
Yes, that's true.
So you are the official guide that travels with them and then explain about Colombia and everything that you do.
Thank you.
Peter?
Eva, as we spoke before, you doing Colombia mainly. So that should be something that you present right off the bat because if we tell that you're a travel guide or a travel agent, we'll expect you to send it anywhere. So you have to sell Colombia as well as your package. So if I'm looking for Puerto Rico, if I'm looking for Dominican Republic, then you're gonna present me Colombia. I have to know the advantage.
Okay, we have another question. I'm using our time.
So I believe my first question already answered. So my understanding, you only sell the things for only Colombia. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You don't do anything in Europe. No.
Okay.
How much you charge? How much you charge?
Okay.
Depends on different.
You can talk to her offline. One more.
Thank you.
Business.
So.
No. Are you presenting?
No.
Okay, offline. We have time for one more. Eric Decker.
All right. My name is Eric Deckers, and among the myriad things that I do, I also run the literary nonprofit, the Jack Kerouac Project of Orlando. We allow 6 writers from around the world to each spend 2 months in the house. So this year we started doing 6. In the past it was 4, and we would have a few hundred applicants. We would pick 4 writers to live 3 months in the house. I was in spring 2016, writer in residence. I became the president of the organization. We have to raise $300,000 to renovate and beef up the house. It's sinking. It's not going to collapse like we thought it was 2 years ago, but it is still sinking, and so we need to fix all of that. So what I am looking for is I want to meet wealthy arts philanthropists, people who support the arts and literature, anybody who is willing to do corporate sponsorship for the house, anybody who knows anything about grants, and if you ask, have you tried this one, we probably have heard about it at least, but I'm looking for help with grant writing. And then, of course, we are going to be asking for member support, much in the same way that public broadcasting gets members with their annual membership drive. So that's what we are looking for right now, and that's it. Questions? Yes?
We will be looking for a funding platform.
I have on my list of people to talk to, so you can talk.
Fantastic.
Okay.
How many members do you have?
Members? I'm not sure. It's
Because you were saying you were gonna reach out to the members for funding, like $10 for each one.
We have like 1,600 right to our newsletter. Our membership drive program will be a new program when we. Like.
Do you know what works in the house?
Oh yes, Jack lived in the house in 1957 and 58. He lived there when On the Road was published, and he wrote the Dharma Bums. While he was there, he actually wrote the first draft in 11 days on a scroll and methamphetamines. So he was jacked most of the time. So that's what he wrote there. He did live in another neighborhood north of the College Park house where he wrote Big Sur, but very few people know where that is.
Big Sur? Oh my God.
Yep. Who else? Oh, interest. Right. I yield my time back to the floor.
We are out of time. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will give you 2 minutes. Chris. No, where you're at.
Okay,
Where you're at.
okay.
Use the time.
How many people here have a nonprofit or have wanted to start a nonprofit or in the process of starting a nonprofit? How challenging is it for you to get everything together to, and the fact that you don't have a 3-year time frame, a window of establishment, you can't apply for many grants. We are establishing a 501c3 business incubator on North Orange Avenue, and we're gonna be opening, we have 10,000 square feet that we're gonna be building our nonprofit incubator. We're gonna have funding, we're gonna have training, we're gonna have counsel, we're gonna have the entire platform there. You come in, you plug in with us, you become a partner with us, we fund your program, we manage your program, we help you get to that 3-year point where you can be self-sustainable. Because we're gonna help you have grant writer, 31 involved, we've got attorneys, we've got anything that you are wanting to do on the nonprofit side, we can help you establish that. And that's gonna be opening very, very soon. So I just wanna make that announcement, since you've got a nonprofit, love to help you build yours. It's so hard when you're working your day-to-day job, trying to get everything, all the T's crossed, all the I's dotted, and knowing where to go to get your. We've got templates for housing, we have templates for whatever kind of grant you need. Whatever kind of grant or idea you have in your mind, we also have the platform. You become a partner with us. We have the $15 million grant approval already in place for our umbrella, so any project we take on, boom, you're part of our partnership. You are eligible as long as along the lines of affordable housing or something that supports affordable housing, which just about every nonprofit that we think of would do. We're glad to take questions or meet you later and keep you up to date on what's happening with this program. We've already got the building, and we need to actually present to the investment company, the investors, hey, we've got this many nonprofits that are going to be working in this building. So we're kind of building a collaboration and a teamwork. I feel like my center focus mantra, rising tide lifts all ships. We work together. We don't nickel and dime each other trying to get this or trying to get that. We work together as a team. We will become successful.
Great. That sounds like a great opportunity to get some resources. And like you said, rising tide, let's flood the bay.
Yes.
All right. Again, follow us on the socials. And like us and share and do all the social media things that I still don't know how to do. Connect with somebody that you met here today or that you've reconnected with or that you just, had another conversation with and go out and get coffee. There's coffee shops and snack shops and restaurants, and libraries and everything all over the place. And go out and connect with people and bring the community out into the community. And next week we do not have any presenters. How many entrepreneurs do we have? Raise your hands. Okay, how many keep your hands up, keep your hands up, keep your hands up. Keep your hands up if you have applied to present at 1 Million Cups. Okay, keep your hands up if you have not yet presented. Okay, if you've applied to present, then we need to get with you and get you scheduled. If you have not yet applied, if you were one of the ones that raised your hand up at the first and you haven't applied yet, why not? It doesn't cost anything. But maybe your dignity. You know what? It'll give you an opportunity in a very, very low stress environment. You saw how great Raphael did today, and this is a great place to work on your presentation and to ask for help. So we encourage you to apply when it comes. Talk to any of us on the committee. We'll help walk you through the process. Thank you very much. And oh, that was last week. Thank you very much, and we'll see you all again next week.